But yeah, no, I have a cousin who lives in New York City.
Yeah.
Her rent.
To the left.
Her rent.
You gotta jump, dude.
I know.
Absolutely.
Wait, why was I sliding? Her rent per apartment is $4,000 a month. Who's able to afford this?
So I kind of think this is all part of keeping the poor people down.
Oh yeah.
Like I literally feel like I'm becoming like Karl Marx Jr. these days. It's insane because I don't want to be.
Right.
Like I like capitalism. I don't like late
Karl Marx.
I don't like late stage capitalism.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh well, you know, sorry you can't afford water.
Right.
Too bad, bitch. Like that's what it feels like now. You know? Like,
you can't afford water.
Well, that's genuinely what it feels like.
I know.
It feels like just a total joke, like a sham.
It's ridiculous.
And then the things that are kept cheap are entertainment. It's like, why don't you go play Sonic and not think about it?
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, I can only do that so much,
it's
right?
like, well, I like Sonic, but
yeah, yeah, but I also need to live. Like,
yeah, like I want to own a house.
But don't you want to go to the movie theater? It's like, yeah, I do, but. Well, but even...
I need two.
Didn't we talk about... Oh, I think I talked about this with T. I talked about this with him when we were playing... we started playing backyard baseball.
Oh, yeah, with like the
kid in the wheelchair.
The wheelchair guy. I was going to say a different word, and then it sounded mean. Yeah, with that guy.
Oh, the subhuman! Like, oh, no. What? But, yeah, we started playing that game.
And, the guy that wants rights?
Yeah, what a lame-o. Basically, we were talking about how I feel like...
Also, that was also very ableist. What a lame-o?
Why did it feel like that? That's not how I meant it at all. Okay. Now, I know that sounds bad. We were talking about how much it costs to go to a sports game now.
Yeah.
Like, how do people afford that? I mean, like, you can get nosebleed seats, and those are affordable. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you just get nosebleeds?
Yeah.
Do you like it still?
Yeah,
Like, can you still see the game?
Yeah.
That's good.
I think it's fine.
Because there's a lot of seats in these stadiums where you can't even really see very well.
Right.
And to me, it's one of those things that's weird where I kind of look at it and I'm like, people pay a lot of money for this. Like, how much do you pay for a ticket to go to a game? Like,
it depends on the game. Like, for example, now we live in Minnesota. So if I go to like a Wild game,
clarify that for the 50th time.
Well, I did, yeah.
Thanks.
If we go to like a Wild game, they're probably like $60 to $100 ish.
Mm-hmm.
If we go to like a Twins game, you could probably get tickets for like $10.
You're about to lose Supersonic.
Oh, jeez. Okay, can I get in this thing?
It's not a big deal. You're like at the end of the level, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're out of rings completely now, so be careful.
Oh no.
Yeah, so, I mean, but that's for, I'm not trying to say bad seats, but not great seats.
Yeah,
right?
they're nosebleeds. Oh no, oh no! Oh,
somebody thought he was still playing a Supersonic.
I did, actually.
Yeah, so, like, that's crazy to me,
the
amount that is. Can I do one?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, going to, like, a Twins game is very affordable, because, like I said, it's like $10.
Yeah, okay.
Going to a Wild game is unaffordable, which is why me and my dad go to, like, 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah, even though you're big fans.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
And then don't you guys usually go to, like, a Pittsburgh game every once in a while?
Well, we always, because my favorite team's the Penguins.
Right.
So we always go see the Penguins in Wild game whenever they're in Minnesota.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can stay afloat of that, by the way.
Oh yeah, if you just keep jumping?
Yeah.
The borders are when he's telling people how to get back home. Yeah, if you just keep jumping, you can stay afloat. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't know why you're complaining. How do I go up?
Okay, now go. Okay, no, go to the right. Go to the right. If you go, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Did you like my comment?
Yeah, I did.
Look, my point is, like, it's too hard to live here legally. Like, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, like, I don't know. I'm not saying, like, that, you know, you should just let whatever happen and, like, rules are only for people, you know, only for certain people. Like, because that sucks, right? Like, that's not fair if, like, say somebody, you know, spends years of their life trying to get here and then somebody else just cheats.
Yeah.
That's genuinely how a lot of people feel.
Right.
But
Whoa.
Alright, whatever. I'm also just kind of, like, tired of how hard everything is in this country. Because, like, this country, other than me and you,
right,
in terms of hard, this country is supposed to be, I don't want to say easy to live in, but easier to be successful in than most others.
Yeah.
And I have not found that to be my experience.
Yeah, at least
Personally.
for the most part.
Like, I haven't. Like, the only thing that I was lucky enough was that I was born to a mom who worked really hard, but also needed help, like,
Jump, now do a thing.
Do a thing?
Do press triangle.
Okay, got it. Like, my mom needs someone to help take care of her, too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like after my dad died, for me and Jill, my mom literally begged us not to move out.
Yeah.
Like, she was, like, crying, like, if you need to leave, you can, but please don't. Basically, like, okay, well.
And then you decided to anyways?
Yeah, they were like, screw you.
Yeah, that makes
like,
sense.
Screw you guys, I'm going home. But, you know, like, a lot of people aren't even in that position. They're in an opposite position where their parents would be like, get the hell out of my house.
Yeah, right.
You know, like, not like, please help me. And so I think about that, and I think about, like, already, like, it's more responsibility to deal with, you know, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But that said, it's also, like, easier to live.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, so there's a trade-off there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people don't,
What?
didn't know that could crush you. That hit me before and it didn't crush me.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't even have that, you know what I mean? And I kind of just feel like...
Well, some people's parents are, like, dead. And they don't even have that option.
That's true. And other people, their parents are dicks.
Yeah. Right.
Like, if you needed to move home, you could. You know, like, I guarantee your parents would let you.
My brother moved out probably... He's 3 years older than me. He moved out probably, like, 3 years ago, but he was living at home that whole time.
Yeah. And also, like, who cares? Because, like, there's always people who, like, shame it, too. They're like, oh, you're not paying for a $3,000 mortgage to barely scrape by? It's like, yeah, no, he's not. He's just doing what works for him.
In today's world, it actually makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, actually, in almost every country in the world other than the Western countries, families just live together pretty much forever.
Yeah.
Like, it never ends.
Well, and also for me, too, and this is something I don't really understand about some parents, like, to an extent. For me, it's like... No, I don't have kids, but, like, if I had kids, I feel like I would be... That I know of. I feel like I would be happy to, like, hang out with my kids. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're a parent, wouldn't you want your kids around because they're your kids?
You just wouldn't want them to not do anything with their life. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I think to an extent with this, because I do know someone... I'm not going to say who.
Is it me?
I do know someone who is... 60 years old, and he just moved out of the house, like, 2 years ago.
Wow. For
the first time. He's been living at home with his parents his entire life, and he is the laziest person I've ever met in my life.
Oh, I know who.
Who?
I'll cut it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy is, like, so beyond lazy.
Oh, come on. Why
Why
am I so bad at this?
This might be a supersonic one.
Okay, but we can't because we're so far back.
That makes sense.
Should I restart the level?
No, I think we're fine.
Well, we actually have to fight the boss, then. Yeah, no, I know who
So
you're
yeah, it's like... You know, this person... Oh, jeez. But yeah, anyways, this person is... So, like, I think that's ridiculous. Also, you can't hit that. You have to just dodge it.
I was getting that impression.
This person is someone who I think abused that system.
Right.
But I'm just saying, for most people, I think it's fine. Because it's like, you're probably 20, 30 years old, you're just hanging out with your parents. Like, oh well.
I went to look for the ring.
Okay. Do you want me to try?
No, because I feel like I just look terrible at these games.
Well,
yeah,
I'm not arguing.
No comment. I mean, it's hard for me to talk and play them.
Yeah.
Like, these ones in particular are harder to talk and play through.
Right. I mean, I'm not really good at it either. How's you gonna hit that now?
I mean, you're good enough to be much better than me.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Well, okay.
Did you expect that to happen?
No.
I didn't either. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of these things have to change. Do you think that they will change, or do you think just no one will do anything about it?
I think Donald Trump will fix it.
You're right.
He fixes everything.
One person will fix the whole thing in 4 years.
He fixes everything.
I mean, like, genuinely, though, like, do you think that it will change? Because, like, I do think that people are getting to a point where they're so angry with the country that, like, I don't think you can leave it forever. Like,
yeah.
And I understand the argument's like, well, what are they going to do? Well, enough of them get together with guns and they're going to cause a problem. I'm not encouraging it. I'm just saying.
Right.
You know, like, you can't create a system that abuses your people for years on end. Eventually, people, like, attack that system.
Yeah.
And get angry. Even if it's not, like, that group's fault. Like, I mean, this is what extremism's always been. It's like blaming one person or one group. And sometimes it's more of an issue than that, but you take it out on that thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I kind of worry that that's, like, what we're approaching. Especially after, like, the Luigi stuff. I know we talked about it a little bit in like, the Call of Duty part, but it's like, look at how okay people were with all of that happening. And the reason they were okay with it, and hey, I don't even have a lot of the empathy for the, was like a sniper here. I don't even have a ton of empathy for the guy it happened to. Like, I do for his family. But, like, the reason a lot of people were okay with it was because they are like, well, this system takes advantage of us and kills us.
Yeah.
So why do I care that that guy, you know, died?
Well, I think eventually just that happens to societies anyways. If you kind of ignore problems for too long, then people just are going to get to that point.
Yeah, they just take it into their own hands.
Yeah.
But I just wonder at what point they realize that, you know, and say, okay. I wonder at what point they realize that, and they're like, oh yeah, this isn't even safe for, like, the richest people anymore.
Right.
Like, you'd think that at some point they'd at least selfishly care about that, right?
You'd think. But all these rich people are, you know, they're happy being rich.
Right, but they're not happy if they die.
Right. But I think everyone thinks, well, this won't happen to me. I'll just be here getting more money.
Right, until it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunate. I think a lot of that empathy is not there.
Yeah.
I don't really even know what the solution is. I do think laws have to change, though. Like, I think if there's not enough land to go around for, like, citizens, then there shouldn't be land being sold to, like, corporate foreign entities.
Yeah, that's kind of step one.
That, to me, is something where it's already like, okay, well...
I mean, yeah, there's, like, multiple steps to fix this. And to me, that's kind of like a major step. Like, why are we selling land to other countries? Like, that's dumb.
I don't hear of anyone doing that, like, other than us.
Well, what hit you?
So if you go in there, the boss is still in there.
Yeah.
So if you can't get out in time, it just kills you if you're low on rings. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what hit me. Like, you can't see the boss under there, but
Right.
he is there. And so I don't know how many...
It's like the borders are.
You can't see him, but he's always there.
Oh, he's always watching.
So it's like, I don't know...
Oh, hey! Oh, that didn't help.
Yeah, no, because Tails lets go sometimes. And then I died, and I don't understand.
Don't me try?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can we just restart this?
Well, can you restart the level?
Yes.
Oh. Let's try restarting the level, but let's try getting supersonic there.
Okay.
I mean, easier said than done, but still.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we shouldn't need him. Like, plenty of people beat it without. But I'm not plenty of people. So.
Yeah, we're not very good.
Well, you're the one always offering to play instead of me. Like, hey, can I play? Like, the time for a disability hour has ended.
Yeah, with Trump-empowered DEI is off the menu.
What about my channel? What's gonna happen to me? Did you see, like, Elon Musk, when I'm recording this? Today he tweeted, like, DEI has caused people to DIE. And I was like, come on now.
Well, you can turn into supersonic.
Again?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to yet.
Oh, okay. What if you lose all your rings?
Okay, that's a good point. Well, alright, can we just... What are you laughing at?
Why is that, like, so edgy randomly?
I don't know! Because everybody has to be super edgy with their thing.
Everyone needs, like,
A slogan?
like a slogan or, like, a line that they say.
Yeah, basically.
Like a headline line.
I mean, what makes me sad is, like, that obviously these are all, like, real issues that affect people, but it's also hard to not laugh at some things because they're just so sad.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I feel like there's some stuff that if you don't find a way to, like, I don't know, not minimize it, but like be okay in a screwed up way with certain stuff, it's like you're just gonna be miserable.
Right. Well, that's kind of my approach in general, just with like humor. It's like to me, there's very few things actually that I get like really offended by. And it's not because I'm like want to be really edgy or something, but it's literally just because I'm like, whatever. Like, if you can't make a joke out of something, then like, what's the point? Like, life's already tough enough.
That's true.
So it's like, just, I don't know.
I mean, it would be different if you were making a joke out of it and you just didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, yeah, like, bring on the Tsar. No, I don't know.
Bring on the Tsar.
I don't know where to go, by the way. I am gonna kill whoever's closest to me.
Who are you, the borders?
You! Let's cut ahead. I think you have to use, like, the propulsion to jump. Like you're using the physics to, like, and, like, get up in there.
Right, yeah.
Fingers. And you're like, you do one of these.
Oh, I'm pretty good with physics.
One of these. Hey, do all this to unlock Supersonic. Okay, how do I use him? Yeah, you gotta methodically...
What? Okay.
Why do you keep
Because there's a little thing right there that I hit and it bounces off.
Oh. Sorry, I couldn't tell. I'm not good at the game, as you can tell, so I couldn't tell what...
I'm just like struggling.
Just restart.
No, I'm having an issue right now.
By the way, what happened to, like, I'm so much better than you, give me that controller.
And I can't even get past this first section. Yeah, look how great I am.
You want me to try? Just seems like you're bad, so I thought I'd ask.
Alright, we'll try this out. Okay. I'm good. We got this. Oh, whoa!
Wait,
Here we are.
This is it.
Here we are.
But you only have 30.
Yep.
Yeah, just stay there. No, get out of there.
Unfortunately, I have to sit through this stupid thing.
I know. We might lose Supersonic by the end, but that's okay. Just avoid that. Oh, this sucks.
Come on, just shoot your thing.
I wish we had more rings.
I know. Here. I might be able to get some.
You can. Yeah, you got it.
We got it. Okay, let's get out of this oil.
Get out of the oil.
Oh no!
Let's get out of this oil.
Yeah,
what are you, like, all the abandoned oil workers? Like when the U.S. is like, oh, they caught us, like, drilling off the shore of this country.
Let's get out of this oil. Okay, we're done. We're done with the oil field. Right. Let's get away from this level.
It's weird how good of a level the oil field was in COD, but how bad it was in Sonic 2.
I know. It's also weird how good of a level the oil field was in Iraq, but not in this game.
That's a good point, actually. That's a very good point. If you go left and use the jump, you can get more stuff.
That's a good point.
I think that you have to jump. You
have
to physically jump. I think the steam can hurt you on this one.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I wanted to say that.
Got it. We got the expert here.
I am the expert. Jeez. I'm like still stressed from that.
I know. Did you play through Sonic 3 yet on your own?
What? Yeah, I've beaten Sonic 3. Okay. I've platinumed this game, actually.
Wow. Why haven't I?
I wanted to say that.
Why haven't I?
I don't know.
Right, because I have to wait for you.
Yeah. I am the...
Oh no!
This stupid crab! Whoa! I realized that was too late.
Whoa!
Whoa! The Ku Klux Klan!
No, now he doesn't sound like upset. He just sounds too interested. Whoa! The Ku Klux Klan! You just totally changed the reaction.
Whoa!
Too into it. I mean, whoa!
Whoa!
Oh no! Wait, let's shut the recorder off. Are you gonna get the shield?
Well, then I'm gonna get like
what?
killed. I'm gonna get like attacked
by nothing.
That thing.
Okay, but then Tails took the shot like a pro. What was you say, Patrick Mahomes?
It's like Patrick Star. Oh, nice! Yeah, we got that crap.
I was gonna say Patrick Mahomes.
No, I hate him.
Do you
Sorry.
Actually?
Yeah, I don't like Patrick Mahomes.
Why?
Because he's, I don't know.
Punk?
He's kind of a whiny brat.
Because he's black?
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna do Supersonic.
Is that it? Is it racism?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
you caught me.
I like you got me. You go down. Go.
Whoa! Oh, what is?
Do you wish that they do a Mr. Aziz spinoff?
I wish Mr. Aziz would go into Fortnite.
Oh.
And me.
I wish Mr. Aziz would be in me, but yeah, go off, I guess.
Like, as soon as I'm about to climax, he needs to be like, go!
And then you go.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you don't have to tell me twice, Mr. Aziz. And then when you're about to finish, you go, pizza time. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I got way too into that.
I remember having a tough time on this section, actually.
Doesn't seem like you are now.
Well, okay. Thank you for that vote of confidence.
No problem. It's a vote of confidence, not boat of confidence.
It's vote of confidence.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's not. Bode of confidence?
Yeah. Wait,
it's vote of confidence.
Why do they put this random screw there? It's vote of confidence.
Vote, like you're voting.
I just looked it up.
You're right. You're right. I saw you do it. My bad.
What? Okay, there we go.
Do you think that we need a Jew Klux Klan? Just a question. Just a question.
Is it to offset the other one?
Yeah.
Like, everyone kind of needs their own.
Right. Like,
yeah.
And when everyone's in a clan, no one will be.
Well, how come it's fair that white people get a clan, but they don't?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the closest thing they have to a clan is, like, the IDF.
Right. Well, and maybe, just a question.
Yeah.
Maybe if we let them have a clan, then maybe we'll get a clan. Our clan back.
That's a good point. We need that. Oh, there we go. We get it back.
What?
Dude, this is not an easy level.
No, it's not.
Jeez, what is that? Like I'm in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What was
What if... So in my version of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Harrison Ford would walk up and he'd slap his penis on that thing. And that would be like the exact right weight.
He throws like Jumbo down on there.
Yeah. And then he'd like make Alfred Molina watch. Doc Ock, I know you're good with your arms. Show me. Jump! Oh, sorry. No! That's like Mr. Krabs, but like a robot.
Like you're no! Hey, come on! This is like a stupid crab.
No one. Gang rapist, Mr. Aziz. Choke!
Why am I missing the timing now?
Or blow!
Like gang rapist, Mr. Aziz. Has that sentence ever been uttered? Like, no one a gang rapist, Mr. Aziz.
Look, I'm just adding to the Spider-Man canon.
Right.
He ran out of villains. You really shouldn't have fired me, Mr. Aziz. It's just like in a dark hallway, and like basically after like the end of Spider-Man like 5, he's like, I needed that job. Like,
wait, what?
As Tobey Maguire, you just hear, I needed that job, Mr. Aziz. You really shouldn't have fired me. Now I'm gonna shove that helmet straight up your ass.
One of my favorite things in the Spider-Man movies, like the Tobey Maguire ones, I love the line, I'm so nervous. I love it so much because just the context of the situation. Like, I'm thinking of the people surrounding Tobey Maguire in that situation. They don't know that he knows, like, this character in the play.
No!
They just think he's, like, a random, like he's just going to see the theater that night. And he's like, I'm so nervous to see, like, a random play.
Oh, speaking of the play, this is what I was going to talk to you about, actually, like a serious thing. So you know how I said, like, the price of sports tickets earlier?
Yeah.
So I was talking to T about this, and I was saying, like, you know, that for me, like, Jill and I wanted to go see this show, which is at the Orpheum. Have you ever been there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, first off, I wanted to ask you, how are the seats? Because we got seats in the balcony, and I heard that if you sit in the main floor, and there's someone taller than you and you're short, you can't see. Because they're not staggered and Jill is really short. But then in the balcony, I heard it's too short for tall people.
I will say I don't know because it's been a few years since I've been there.
Okay.
I probably went there when I was maybe like 12.
And did you have fun?
Yeah, I mean, we saw the Christmas Carol.
Did you fit? Because you were a tall 12-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, well, we sat in the very back.
Okay, could you still see it?
Yeah.
You could still see it?
Yeah.
Okay. How much were tickets to that? Because tickets to this...
I don't know, I was 12.
Okay,
like, my parents just
text your
bought
mom!
the tickets.
Tickets... Oh, wait, this is where the random screws are.
Yeah, it was... Okay. It was this next section.
So, tickets to this, dude, like, there were tickets that were like $400 a piece.
No. Yeah, right.
I'm not kidding.
Right.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, I believe it.
$100
I
a
believe
piece.
it.
And Jill and I together, this was still expensive to me. We paid $170 or $80
Right.
for our 2 tickets, and I was like, "This is too much money."
What play are you seeing?
It's like Sailor Moon Live. From Japan.
Okay.
And see, I'm kind of annoyed because I'm like, well, if we're going to see this, I want to actually be able to see it.
Yeah, and if you're going to spend that kind of cash,
other way. Yeah, like I'm worried that we're going to go and either I'm not going to fit because I'm 6'5",
right?
Or that we're not going to be able to see the actual play.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm kind of like, I don't know. This, to me, it kind of falls in this weird category that I was talking to T about, where I feel like they want poor people to stay home.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want them to go to stuff.
Oh.
Would you agree with that? Like, that it's not the desired audience for anything anymore? Like...
I mean, I think to an extent, like, they want poor people to go to some things. But yeah, like plays and stuff like that, it's kind of like, I don't know.
It seems like they think they're better than you.
Yeah.
Like, so they charge a price that, you know, like middle class or lower class people can't afford.
Yeah. But like people who are upper class are like, yeah, I just went to the theater again for like the 30th time.
Yeah, and it feels to me like they do that on purpose. Hey. Almost like they're like, oh, well, these rich people won't cause problems, whereas these poor people might.
Right.
It feels to me like they're doing that on purpose, like they're staging the price in a way to control what kind of people show up.
Yeah.
And to me, that's kind of just like...
Well, I think that is kind of a... I think that is kind of a thing in general. Because there are certain things that you can do in the world, like let's say amusement parks or something. Now these have... Okay. These have gotten better. But I'm saying I think a lot of things used to be super expensive so that they could get like the high class, you know, rich people to come in.
Even Disney is still like that.
Yeah.
Disney's actually kind of gone in a bad way with that, I think.
Yeah. Because like they don't want like some random poor people like ruining things.
Right. But like why do they view it that way?
Well, I mean, not to be that person, but there are definitely some... How do I say this without sounding mean? There are definitely some legit stigmas that I think are true surrounding, like, poorer people in at least in America.
It really depends on who it is, though. Like, there's a lot of people who are just, like, wanting to have a good time, and they're not going to cause problems.
But there are people that are causing, like, a ruckus in the world.
Right, but like it's
and
not...
they're like attacking each other and pushing each other randomly.
No, I get what you're saying, but like even for like comedy shows, every time I watch a comedy show, the heckler is always just some white middle class guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well,
why'd you bring race into this?
Because I know what you're talking about. I'm talking about stereotypes around poor people. We know who poor people are.
Whoa!
Statistically, you're more likely to be poor depending on like where you're born and like race and all this other stuff. It's just how it is. So I get what you're saying. Like, it's not necessarily like a racial thing. It's like this person might have this much money and they never had access to this, so they weren't not raised with manners, but they weren't like raised with the understanding of like etiquette or in like a place.
Yeah.
Like in a certain place. I get what you're saying, but like some of the etiquette is also dumb. Like, do you think that you shouldn't be able to afford to go to a nice restaurant? Because like you, a middle class person, are not going to cause any more problems there than an upper class person. You're just going to eat your meal and leave.
Yeah, I would.
You're right. I would purposely like just launch an attack.
Oh, I would too.
Like the attack on the Wookiees.
Right.
I'd be like, time to get even, separatists. But like, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's like, it's not a race thing. But it is, I mean, like if you look at statistics, it's like, unfortunately, there are a lot of groups of people that fall more under poor.
Yeah.
And there's like cultures in like there is what do they call it in education? They call it.
I don't get what I was supposed to do with that.
I don't know. Jump off, I guess. In education, and it sounds really bad, they actually call it a culture of poverty.
Yeah.
They don't call it that like Latino people or black people or Asian people or white people. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about like you have an area that's like very low income.
Yeah.
And so then there are certain shared behaviors among this area because there's also a lot of shared beliefs. Like, for example, there's a lot of problems in low income neighborhoods with education performance, and a lot of that gets blamed on teachers, but there's also a lot of it, like I've actually had and seen students before where it's like, well, my dad says education's stupid and we're never going to get out of where we live anyway, so who cares?
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, if you have that attitude, I mean, you might even be right, unfortunately. Like, there's some truth to it too, for some people. But if you go into it with that attitude, then it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy of like, I'm not even going to try because I don't care. So that is that kind of what you're talking about? Like, there's like people in poverty who have given like this impression that like everybody, you know, acts a certain way, but like also there's that impression with rich people. Yeah. Like the impression with rich people is none of them care about us.
This level's stupid.
All they care about is money.
Well, and I'm just saying, like, in general, yes, but I'm saying in general, how come you go to, like, no, this is just a question, but how come you go to, like, poorer, how do I say this without sounding, like, completely racist?
Well,
how do you go to, well, how come you go to, like, a poorer, like, neighborhood's Walmart or something, right? And it's just trashed. And then you go to like a richer neighborhood's Walmart, and it's not like perfect, but it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, there's like a culture, and that's what I'm saying. Where I think places like the Orpheum or something like that I think they think there's like.
Just retry. Just restart. You're not gonna get supersonic now.
I think they think that there's a culture of like. Recklessness or something.
Right, you're not even saying you think this. You're saying you think that's their view.
Yeah, I'm saying like because like they'll go to something and I think they think they'll like destroy things or whatever. So okay, why was that not up?
I don't know.
So then they'll just like make it rich or really expensive or whatever to go to like the play. So then it's high class.
But I don't get it because there's a lot of countries where this isn't the case. Like in Japan, entertainment's pretty cheap.
Yeah, right.
And you know,
but there's also a nicer culture in Japan.
Well,
like,
right.
Like they're taught in general to like respect the world around them.
Well, I think this is a problem with America itself, though, not like any
not
one
like poor,
people.
Right.
Like I think that like there's a lack of respect from the rich in America.
Oh yeah, sure.
You might want to supersonic now.
Yep. I agree. I think just America in general has this issue.
But like, is the way to solve that then segregation based off of money?
No.
Like, because that's just bringing back segregation. It's like, oh, the water fountain for your kind is over there.
Yeah.
That's genuinely what it feels like.
There's the poor person water fountain.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And I guess I don't agree with that. Like, I understand what you're saying, that there's like these pre-existing beliefs.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's fair.
No, it's not.
Like, that's not fair at all. You used to live in a poor area. Should you not be able to move up?
No.
Or should you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Like, should you not be able to go to a nice place because, you know, of where you lived? Which, you used to live in a really shitty city.
Yeah.
Like, the city you guys used to have a home in was awful. But that said, that specific neighborhood was better than a lot around it. It started to go downhill later.
Right.
But that wouldn't mean that, like, you don't deserve opportunities or you don't deserve to have fun. And that's kind of, to me, where it's unfortunate, is, like, I feel like what you should be trying to do is, like, if you want people to have etiquette, teach them etiquette. And then those specific people, if they won't adapt to it, like, so say you go to a movie theater and everyone talks and no one will be respectful, then kick them out.
Right.
That's it. Like,
well,
that's
you need to enforce the rules.
Don't price them out of going.
Right.
That to me is like kind of morally wrong. Like, that's the wrong way to deal with it. Is, well, if we price it at $5 billion, we won't get these ruffians.
Right.
To me, that's like, that's what America fought against. Like, we fought against that culture because, like, in a lot of ways, that's how the British were viewed.
Right.
Like, and one of the reasons that they taxed America so much was because America was just that dumb, poor farmer country. Or colonies.
Yeah.
Those dumb, poor farmer colonies. And so they didn't care. They were like, well, we can tax them whatever they want, these dumb, poor farmers. And to me, it's weird to see America fall back into that, but, like, with its own people. You know? And it's not even racial. Like, it's just based off of, like, income. Like, it could be anybody. I mean, like, if you look at some of the ways that Eminem said that he was treated in his neighborhood by people, you know, in Detroit as, like, a poor white kid.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't racial. In fact, there was some racial stuff he got from, unfortunately, black people around him because they were like, well, you know, you're one of the only white people here. Why aren't you black? And
Why aren't you black?
And then they were, like, mean to him.
Oh, nice, I got it.
That's a genuine thing that happened to him.
Yeah.
Are we at the end of the game, by the way? Because I thought that the final boss was after this.
I thought so, too. Maybe it's after Metropolis.
Do you get what I'm saying, though? Like, I feel like... Oh, yeah, I think it is. I think this is the end. Because every other stage had 2.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying, though? That I feel like that's not how you deal with it, though, is, like, othering people. Like, I don't think
othering people has ever been the solution to anything.
But it is the solution that people use. Like,
yeah.
It's genuinely... Like, they don't want people like you or me to sit front row at the Orpheum.
Right.
They don't want people like you or me to sit front row at the Twins game.
Right.
They want us in the back. Because we're the people without tons of money.
Yeah. And we're the people that aren't going to be dressed super nice or whatever.
Right, we're just, like, there to have a good time. And they're like, well, then you can be poor on your own.
Right.
And to me, I find that...
We'll still take your money, but you sit over there.
Yeah, I find that gross, don't you? Like, I'm not trying to be a socialist. Like, everyone should have, like, a front row seat. But I'm just saying, I think that... I find it sad. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I find it very sad. And
okay.
I also think it's sad that, like you said, there are these views on people, and I get that...
I think the stereotypes exist for a reason, but I just think it's not...
Well, they exist because someone had a bad experience with people, but, like, I don't think that that's fair to put everyone under that umbrella. You know, like, okay, well, here's a great example. Barack Obama is going to act very differently than someone else with his same exact skin color, is going to act very differently than someone else with, you know, a white skin color. Like, but then there might be someone who's white who acts like the other guy. Mm-hmm. Or there might be someone who's Latino who acts just like Barack Obama. Yeah. And has all these manners. Right. So it's like, this sounds bad, but what I'm trying to say is, like, you can stereotype people all you want, but there's always going to be people who don't fall into anything. And I'd argue probably a majority of people don't fall under a stereotype. You know, like, I think... I would say a majority of white people aren't racist, but the stereotype is all white people are racist. Right. Like, that's a genuine stereotype people have. I don't agree with that, do you? Also, you have Supersonic.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't agree with that at all.
But it's a stereotype. Right. So it's like, well, should we just... I don't know. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. I feel like I'm sounding racist. It's not
you're saying, like, stereotypes do exist for a reason, but... that doesn't mean it's like a be-all, end-all solution.
I don't even think it's the majority of people. I think a lot of times stereotypes are because of, one, history, two, fear of things that are not you. Yeah. Which is a genuine, like, evolutionary fear that humans have.
And also a couple legit examples.
Right, like you had a bad experience. Yeah. So, like, for example, where people say, like, oh, this guy looks kind of like a Ted Bundy type. Right. He looks like that because Ted Bundy was a creep. And there have been other creepy guys who kind of look like Ted Bundy. Yeah, that doesn't mean everybody who looks like that is a creep or a serial killer. And so that's kind of my problem, is I feel like there's way too much generalizing, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
And I just wish there wasn't, because...
There's, like, no rings here.
I don't feel like people deserve to be punished for how they look. Or even their income. Like, you shouldn't be punished for that. I don't know.
This one kind of sucks, so I just want to jump up here.
Come on!
Nice!
Dude, you did it!
Nice!
Oh, you only have no range!
Oh, no! Oh! I think that was only part one of the... Oh, wait, no! Whoa, hey! Cool.
I don't know. I want to be clear
Power's
here.
back.
I want to be very clear here that you and I are not racist.
Well, yeah, no, I agree.
But I think it's sad that like some guy could drive by your old neighborhood and see you getting the mail and be like, huh, poor guy.
Yeah. Right.
Like, don't you?
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's sad.
And then that they don't want you to go to certain things because of it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, why? Like, that doesn't...
It doesn't really make a lot of sense.